Welcome back to the Dating Hunger Games 2022. I'm your host and the contestant, Dana Alyss. This is day 4 of the games, and things are heating up. First, I would like to introduce 2 new tributes to the games. First up, we have Matt, new yellow, and Matt is very excited to be here, and he's very enthusiastic about it right out the gate. He's pumped. Next up, we have newcomer Green Chris. That's 3 Chris's now. And Green Chris is a West Coast person who's moved back to the Lehigh Valley, just like me. Once again, it is now that time to pay tribute to the fallen. First man down is Brian. He had a good run, but his time in the arena has come to an end. Next up is Dan, who unfortunately had the personality of a wet nap and didn't ask any questions whatsoever. Goodbye, Dan. Your time in the arena has come to an end. And finally, we have James, who had an opening line and asked some questions and then just fizzled out. His time in the arena has come to an end. I really enjoy reverse ghosting them by just being like, hey, I'm rejecting you because I'm an adult. And all you have to say is, I'm not feeling this. And I'm hoping maybe that changes some minds and some hearts for their future endeavors. And now those still in the running. We have fan favorite Quesadilla Chris, aka Light Blue Chris. And I got a little bit worried that he had discovered my video, and I had to play it real cool. However, we kept talking, and apparently he makes French toast wrong. According to TikTok, you're supposed to toast the bread before you make the French toast in the dippy stuff. He says he does not do that. So, I don't know. We got to figure out a consensus on that. Do you toast the bread or do you not? We're still in a heated debate. Next up, for those of you on Team Red Kyle is doing wonderful. He's asked me on a date. He's a gentleman. He is very nice. He's good at communicating. He's top notch. He might be number 1 right now. I don't know. Him and Quesadilla Chris are tied. Next we have Blue Brendan, who is not doing great, and I think his time is coming to an end. We also have Pink Chris, who apparently doesn't know how to do this, and I've had to give him a lot of guidance, which just feels like a lot of work, but he's hanging in there. Next is Orange Eric, who really likes to talk about his sleep patterns and values sleep and is very self-aware. And so it's a little bit different conversation, but it's going well. And now the top 3 rankings. Coming in at number 3 is Green Chris. Green Chris is new to the game, but he's on his toes. He has attempted to ask me on a date, but he says he's not available until after Christmas, so we'll see what happens. And tied for first place are Quesadilla Chris and Red Kyle, who are just doing wonders and have both asked me on a date for this week. And by request in the comments, I have made this into a playlist, and I've also made a Patreon so that you guys can get more behind-the-scenes updates. Make sure to hit follow for part 5 of the Dating Hunger Games.